Sigma Sigma on the wall. Who's the skibbitiest of them all? Me, I'm the Sigma. You underestimate my skibbity powers. Let me show you how skibbity I can be.
했어.
Hello. Howdy, how y'all doing? There we go. See? I am oh geez, my voice. My voice is a little rough today. No big deal. Should be able to make it through. But the show does go on. We heard the orchestra getting ready. There will be some orchestral music, or at least just there will be some music that will be playing in a little bit here. I want to give people a chance to stop by and see what was going on, but I have some howdies out there first. A howdy to Kragar and Lucius, Heretic Trance, and with an hello. J.K. Hunter, aloha, and alola back to you. Iron Chef Lord, hello. Black Kevin, greetings as always. And for other lurkers who are out there, praise the sun. Pardon me. Pardon. I have a little bit of stuffiness going on. But never you all mind that. That's not your problem. That is an issue for me to overcome, and I shall, in fact, overcome it. A few things to go over. None of it will be extremely repetitive. Because I'm going to, yeah, well, I had some iced coffee. It had some almond milk in it and some sugar-free I think it was French vanilla creamer. So it was super super low carb, but a very good coffee. um so what do I want to go over? Well, a few things. Number one, thank you for being here. This is the grand conclusion to the Channiversary. You know, getting back to whatever we're gonna do this year. Now, I did put, is this a hello or a goodbye? Because it is a bit of a mixed bag with how things are or will end up. And it's well worth exploring and going into, and just let's spend this last moment of celebration with some poignant celebration and some really good reflection on things. Um, None of this is a sales pitch. None of this is guilt. This is if I'm making a sales pitch, it's that I have several $100s in books and other things that I need to get rid of tonight. Maybe you all can help me give a home to books and dice and other things. But I have a big giveaway planned. And of course, if you all, I guess if there is a sales pitch, if you all can get the do you want TTRPG stuff meter to go up there, I can fetch even more things that I can give away. Because I have a lot of stuff that's going to need a home because it can't stay with me. More on that to come. But for now, I wanted to through here. Oh, well, I'll wait on this for a moment. Let's go to the big reveal of the day. If you all are ready for such a thing. I'm going to go to some music called A New Beginning. So, a primordial world, right? A new dawn breaks. A new adventure begins. Make sure that's not too loud. Now, some of you may have gotten a ping from Discord. And in fact, even before we look at anything on a site, let's open up Discord. And unless you have it, unless you have notifications for it blocked, and I understand, a lot of people do. They'll block updates and stuff. It happens in every server. I do it to servers I'm in. But to make you all aware, seasonal art was updated with ba-ba-da-bum. Here it is. This is the full and final version. Although the the name for the file should be something like Memorial 2024 Final fixed. Freestyle, thank you.
Best wishes for 2025 Matti.
Freestyle, I look forward to it, and that's what we're going to discuss. We're going to discuss it because I want the wishes to come true. All right? So the file name should be Memorial 2024 Final Fixed, Final all capital letters, revised, and then in parentheses 3. Hey Belladonna. Speaking of people who were pinged in the update here. Now, the pings would have been behind spoilers. And it's not going to be my job necessarily to spoil this. If either you remember things because you hung out, or you go, yeah, I get it, or maybe you heard me talking about it. It won't be my job to spoil everything, but there is a more complete list. Although Belladonna, Heretic Trance, you're on that list. Iron Chef Lord, J.K. Hunter, you're on the list. You all should have gotten pings. They are naked, but it's that sort of little fanciful cherub and like acceptable Sonic the Hedgehog nudity. So there's no bits on display, but they are naked. But there's also a reason why they look like this. You did read it? Heretic Trance? I mean, now, if there's a spoiler, it's probably going to be a lot, easier to see here. That if you all wanted to order the daily special, you could have it made in a move and marinade here. And we have some Heretic Heat Ghost Chili. Or, if you wanted, you could have your daily special modded with some belladonna pepper. Iron Chef Lord, I mean, you might have seen the ping. I don't think I need to tell you where your shout out and reference is. But if we take a little bit of a tour here, ultimately, oh, hey, you want to smash? Let's go, Miller. Miller, my cup is empty, but here's to many more. I hope so, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about and explore tonight, Miller. So I'm glad you're here for it if you have some time to hang out. So as you all do look and see here, lots of different parts. The whole theme was I couldn't afford a big colorful one like I have in years past. So let's make a black and white kids menu. So we have a word search. If you all like word searches. Now, this isn't an event. I don't have prizes for this. However, yeah, it's the Diana's menu that should have been Heretic, which is an unspoken reference in the spoilers. But if you all do end up coloring this, or if you do the exercises on it, I would love to see it. It's not an event. I don't have prizes for it. But if you do color it in and complete it, you know, however you interface with it, you can always drop it off in Community Spotlight, Your Creations. You don't even have to sign it because it's not an official piece, but it is something that I hope you all enjoy. If you want to print it out, the complete file is actually 2 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper. So you could just print it this way, and you could print and color them with physical media if you wanted to. So if you want to doodle on this digitally or with traditional methods, so yeah, you know, we have some classic stuff, a word search, you know, here we are, a word jumble, or in this case, a tumbled wreck. Here's a nice, if this reference isn't obvious, I don't know what to tell you all, okay? Just a lot of, oh God, poor Biddy. Look at what they did to my boy. Look at what all that stress has done to my boy. There's a fun maze over here that you can go through. You don't even have to go on the side quests. You could just go through the maze. And lastly, something I'm rather proud about, and this is something I will bring up over on the website so I can zoom in on it. But before I do that real quick, I am sealing up the resolutions and the channel improvement. If you have any other notes, any other things that you want to lock in, a suggestion for me and the channel for the year, or something for yourself that I will hold away out of sight, put them in resolutions or channel improvement. And these are going to get squirreled away after tonight, all right? Also, if you all have any sort of talent or artistry for hire, please solicit your talents here. If I can help you get business, let me help you get business. Do you do voiceover? Do you do editing? Do you do the art? There's 2. Everything was condensed down to these 2, and it's in Community Spotlight. Is there something that you do that you want to solicit to others? Please, let me help you. Mentor roles. Do you want to volunteer some time and expertise if people ask questions in our mentoring channel? Then you can sign up here through voluntary, click on roles to do so. And if you don't want to, or you no longer can, click them off, please. Okay. All right, let's go over to the browser. So the memorial, you know, of course we have everything here. We have everything here for you to find words and have a good time. It's overall, the memorial is PG-13, so it's a kids menu, but it's a PG-13 one. I guess if there was the most controversial thing is people don't tend to like riddles. And so if you don't like riddles, you're gonna make our Drider very sad. You don't want to make our Drider sad, do you? Oh, shoot. Am I still under Phasmo? Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you. Alright, update. Go away so I can type in here, please. Oh my gosh. Just please go away. Please go away, update. You're blocking this. Thank you, Belladonna. I knew I forgot something. All right. There we go. All right, so if you don't like riddles, then you literally hate the Drider and you want her to die. There, I said it. That might be a little hyperbolic. But because of that, I said, well, I want to get some practice in making some comics, right? I want to create and in fun ways that would play to my strengths, which is not drawing. As you can see here, Dan has done a magnificent job of having the memes and the memories come to life. So here is the riddle. And so I ask you all, what am I? My love, when I gaze on thy beautiful face, careening along, yet always in place, the thought has often come to mind, shall I ever see thy glorious behind? Now, of course, we're referencing the eclipse of 2024. You know, when celestial objects blot each other out for fantastic effect. But who wouldn't love a nice riddle, especially if it's dressed up as a mascot? So if you all have answers, you're welcome to answer in chat. What am I? This is your riddle. What am I? My love, when I gaze on thy beautiful face, careening along, yet always in place, the thought has often come to mind, shall I ever see thy glorious behind? And then this is Dan down here. Craigar? You think that's the answer? Anyone else out there? All Dark says Heretic, the dark side of the moon. Says Freestyle. Apparently we have moon enjoyers in chat. Well, that would happen to be the answer to the riddle. Would be the moon. Now it might be easy mode, right? We're talking about the eclipse and clearly nothing else. But with a presentation like this, do you like this? Is this fun? Is it funny? Is it thoughtful? Is it tasteful, or is it too much? What are your all's opinions on this riddle? It's cute, says Heretic Trance. Okay. Okay. It's cheap. Well, of course it is. It is. It's cheeky fun. I don't know about you all. My favorite panel is panel 3. Now, if only you all saw the original idea or layout for this. Not that it was bad or anything, but for something as simple as this took a while, and not just for Dan to draw, but a lot of work went into even as something as simple as a 4-panel comic. But if it is cheeky fun, if you like something like this, would you all want to see more like this? You know, just fun little things like this? Because this has nothing to do with channel lore. This isn't referential. Hey, GMV, good to see you. You know, it doesn't take knowledge of the channel, or it's not especially branded, other than we have knowledge that this is a mascot of the channel. That's fine, but you don't really even need to know anything more than that here. You wouldn't say no to more. Okay. Hi, Sierra. How you doing? It was actually slightly above freezing today. It was almost shorts and t-shirt weather. I think it was 34 out. I was loving it. The snow and ice was considering melting at some point in time. I only had to fill up my several-gallon humidifier once today. Sierra Echo, question for you since you just rolled in. Do you like the comic? I miss Florida weather already, and I've been back in West Ohio for a day and a half. By the way, Sierra, I do hope that you enjoyed your shout-out in the memorial. Well, while we're going through art here, all right? It's not a fancy presentation that I put together. but I do have I do have some music and some images to share because part of the memorial, this is the 7th. We are in year 8. There's not a lot of channels that last this long, everyone. And I want to look back with you all, okay? I want to look back with you all and share in, if you've only been here for a year or two, you certainly have a part of the story. But I want to go through it and let's just have some fun with a lot of the stuff that we've done over the years. And part of the reason why I call this the Gallery of Heroes, right here, is because I want it to be a gallery. I want it to be a really fun time. So if you have, it might take 10 minutes ish, maybe 12. If you have approximately 12 minutes, I will actually go off screen and I'm going to play some music and we're going to take a tour of the Gallery of Heroes. And I would like to revisit. I would just like to revisit memories with you all. And if you have questions on things or commentary, you're welcome to share it up here. And I'll get to it after each segment, right? This isn't a fancy display of things. It's me just putting stuff up on the screen. Okay? Read along, sit back and enjoy. But I want to present it this way because it's just a fun tour, right? Let's sit back and relax. Let's see what we have done over the years and enjoy some fun music for it too, okay? So I'm totally going to put this up because I'm cool and I know sci-fi, and totally not because I might actually be tearing up throughout this. I'm not crying, you're crying. Shut up, you're stupid.
Tis the gift to be simple, tis the gift to be free, tis the gift to come down where you ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we will not be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we will not be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right.
of course, been a bit since we've had some Valentines. But even though these are a couple years old, I still want you all to know that all of this matters. All of it is true. You can see over these years just the simple little moments. And even the bad times, right? Until we get to this point. Go through our goth phase. And here we are in the present. Now, not everything is somber or might be a tearjerker necessarily. Let's have a little bit of energy, okay? Because it's more than just simple little moments or, the poignant holidays. So here we go.
again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. And will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them that I won't be long, and they'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Yeah, we'll meet again. I don't know where, and I don't know when, but I do know that we'll meet again some sunny day. So honey, keep on smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. And would you please say hello to all the folks that I know, and tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Cheers to you. The drink to your all's health. So, it didn't take that long. I was out of coffee here, so I did need to make sure I refilled. As you can see, I'm going to soon be enjoying a wonderful beverage. Which I suppose, in a way, this itself is a throwback to the channel of prior years. If you all know what's happening here. So it has been a wonderful. It's been a wonderful full 7, going into 8, and each of the moments that were shared. You know, you go back, you're like, well, you know, there's the prototype drawings and everything. But I think what really makes something like that stands out is the sheer weight of all the little things that add up. And you might even say, you know, I never really looked back on it, or I never really noticed this. And I'm not even talking about this channel. This is just life in general, right? And so the point of that exercise of listening to the music and going back and, you know, me highlighting, you know, here's notes from 2018 and 2020. It's not like we're an archaeological dig. You know, 100 years from now, they're going to be looking at our digital bones or whatever, right? Getting there. Getting there. But in just moments like this, do we need New Year's to happen to look back or make resolutions? No. Is it an arbitrary point in our orbit around the sun? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it is. It's still a moment. It's still a moment, though, that we can say, you know what, just stop and look around. What matters in your life? Who matters in your life? What have you done that is good, bad, indifferent? Where is it that we can go forward into the future? You know, instead of just always having our noses to the grindstone and everything is minutia and everything is semantics and everything is this, just take that moment to look back. Savor the good stuff. You know, no corporation can strip mine those experiences and those memories from you. You know, and sell it back to you as member berries and the like. And everything you saw up there, these are our moments. You know, our years that have gone past, as we had met in that year or didn't by that point. And, you know, it's just it's a look back. It's also a reminder that I have to put the Tiamat pictures in the Liber Colorum. I knew there was something I forgot to do, but I was spending a lot of the day putting final touches, well, like through editing decisions on the memorial here. So, you know, a friendly local game store like this, it is absolutely a place for this kind of reflection. And I do want to spend more years together with you all. And how will they look? I don't know. The title of when I went live, is this a goodbye or a hello? I think it's a little bit of both. I'm still very much going to we're still going to be having our workshops. We're still going to be making randomized characters together. What is that doing up there? Go on. Get out of here. We're still going to do workshops. We're still going to do the fun stuff that brought us together initially. Oh, it's finished. But I think for these first 7 years, the way that it has been done, or the attitude... Hi, Bunny Bearish. Bunny, we're exploring character options, okay? And it just so happened that I had a core rule book, and I accidentally had a splat book open, too. Although given the context, maybe I shouldn't call it a splat book. But it is a goodbye of sorts. As I've announced on the channel, I am selling the physical portion of the store, so that it is entirely one entity. I'm not gonna stop being a friendly local game store, but I also am going to stop being a friendly local game store. I guess looking at it moving forward is... it's not so much a friendly local game store as it is a place to be in primarily a digital atmosphere. A lot of what I'll be doing will be more digital, both for the physical store, as my role there changes, and perhaps even the way that I present here on Twitch. And it's something that I haven't quite figured out yet. What's the magic combo? What is the magic approach to what will be moving forward? Obviously, simulcasting to other platforms is a way to grow, and I want to do so in a way that doesn't seem impersonal, or that if there's a change in the winds of hobbies and entertainment and pop culture, that I don't overcorrect. But if you all are curious about where the journey will go from here, we've already spent 7 years together. Will you help me take it another 7 more? Is that even possible? Will Twitch as a platform be around in 7 years? Will D&D be around in 7 years? Which itself might be a yes or no, or a mix of both kind of situation. So for this year, I am saying goodbye to a lot of things. And fortunately, it's way more things than people. But as with anything, the models of a business have to grow, adapt. I hate saying change. I think we understand it as a concept, but change can be a more abrupt, unwanted, or a violent thing. I much prefer the term grow. So we're going to say goodbye to the Hero Zone as it was. And we're going to welcome something else in the future. What will it be? I don't know what it'll be. It'll happen when it does. You know, nature will take its course. Evolve, as Miller says. But we're still going to have fun. I'm still going to offer life lessons. I'll still run workshops on world building, and where I talk about economics, and I'll talk about characters that we can build together. Where I'll paint miniatures, because that's also a part of me and a part of the things that I enjoy. And I want to invite you to a table that's friendly and very welcoming in order to teach these things and give you something to listen to that I hope you'll always walk away with a smile and you'll be slightly better for it in some way. I get the happy brain juices from listening to doom and gloom, you know, like doom scrolling stuff, or you know, if you have a partisan indulgence one way or the other, you understand that those people are, you know, whatever, they're shilling one side of the story. You're fully aware of it, but you listen to them anyway. You know, it might be a reference point, even if that's ever as far as it goes. We all have them. I'm not saying it's bad. But I really want this to be, I don't know, I want it to be like this music. It's busy, it's active. You hear the voices, you hear people doing stuff in this village. But it's just very... It just is. It's that sleepy little village in the mountains or in a valley. It's that unexpected place of fun and tranquility, where you can actually get to know other people and you aren't just a face in a crowd. So the music, I think, here is very appropriate because this is the vibe going forward. I cannot do the redlining anymore. I cannot burn myself out anymore as I have before. I don't want to stop growing. I need to do it in a different way. I'm not 21 years old anymore, everyone. Yeah, let's all be hobbits. Thank you, Heretic. Yeah, we would be digivolving, I guess, if it's unrelated to the platform, right? I can see Davis Bessie nuclear power plant across Sandusky Bay. Well, more often I end up seeing the steam from the cooling tower, but I know where it is. Well, if I go out to one of the downtown parks, I could look across the bay and say, "Yep, Davis Bessie is right there." I'm not. I know, Miller. Oh, it's shocking. I am not 21 years old anymore, Miller. So what does this mean? Is this a, you know, is Twitch even an appropriate platform for who I am and what I offer? Maybe. maybe not. It is a gaming platform. Although I know some of the top streamers, um, some of the big income earners have two very large personalities on display. And I can't compete there. But I'm not looking to compete along those lines. I want people to be chill like this music. Let's be hobbits, right? I don't know, something kind of like what you would post, Heretic. You know, let's take a nap in the woods and grow moss on ourselves. And so maybe it is something more like, I don't know, are other platforms more appropriate? Would we find an audience of other hobbit-like creatures? Where will this journey take us? If it started on Twitch, it may continue on Twitch, or continue and then also branch out at the same time in different directions. Right now, I'm also sharing the stream on YouTube. So hi, YouTube. Oh yeah, Miller. I hope that you do. Certainly put in your local game store. The Hero Zone is a Pokestop in Pokemon Go. And by the way, Goblin of Gygaxanor, howdy to you if I didn't say howdy earlier. Shame on me. And we all suffer from it along with mental abuse to humans. As Goblin of Gygaxanor says, I too suffer from OLD. Well, we've had some reflection. We've had the big reveal of the memorial. Bunny, if you're still out there, the memorial is something that I do every year, where I look back on the year and the people, places, things, the memories, the memes that we made all get put into some kind of a composition as a way for us to remember the good, the bad, the cringe. And I don't think I need to tell you or anyone else that 2024 was a hell of a year. So everyone gets a cheap ass black and white kids menu. This is what I could afford to do, but I wasn't going to miss out on the opportunity. Now, Bunny Bear, can you solve the riddle? Can you solve the prize goblin's riddle? My love, when I gaze on thy beautiful face, careening along, yet always in place, the thought has often come to mind, shall I ever see thy glorious behind? What am I? What is the answer, Bunny? You play D&D, you should know riddles. Come on. When I gaze upon thy beautiful face, careening along yet always in place, the thought has often come to mind, shall I ever see thy glorious behind? What am I? What is this love? Ah. Well, Sierra, does that mean that Bunny was very far off? Well, maybe as a synonym, Sierra Echo. You haven't been offered many riddles, Bunny Bearish. I hope then that you'll have the opportunity. I'll tell you what. How about this one? Is this one a little easier for you? Runs smoother than any rhyme, loves to fall but cannot climb. Dice Legends coming in strong. Thank you for the shout out to Dice Legends. Mythical Turian, it's been a minute. It's good to see you, Mythical. Hello, how you doing? How are things going in Dice Legends? Oh, very much so, Mythical. Or I guess Turian, I don't know if that's easier. Yeah, hi. So for everyone coming in from Dice Legends, this is the grand conclusion to a week-long celebration. Every year in late January, that is the Channiversary of the channel. This is the 7th Channiversary, so we're beginning our 8th year now. And this is this year's memorial, where we look back at the prior year, and we put all the memes, the memories, the fun, the bad, everything together. Thank you, Turian. Man, Cheetah, hey, it's good to see you too. All right, for those of you who just came in, what's the answer to this riddle? Runs smoother than any rhyme, loves to fall but cannot climb. There you go. Turtussle and Heretic Trance have it. Water. So Bunny Bear, W-A-T-E-R, water. Now, you just came in here after we went over another riddle. There's 2 on the memorial, the kids menu, for this year anyway. Here's your question. What am I? My love, when I gaze on thy beautiful face, careening along yet always in place, the thought has often come to mind, shall I ever see thy glorious behind? What is the answer? What am I? Well, Bunny Bears, practice with this, and you'll get treasures beyond your wildest imagination in various role-playing games. So Turian, Turtussle, Mancheetah, Dice Legends, anyone else who came over, what's the answer to the riddle? What am I? Now, obviously, this is a reference to the eclipse last year, right, as we're remembering 2024 with everything on this menu. My love, when I gaze on thy beautiful face, careening along yet always in place, the thought has often come to mind, shall I ever see thy glorious behind? There we go. Now, poor Biddy. For all of you, if you need a little help connecting the stains in the ceiling tile of the office I moved into last year. I'm gonna give you a clue, okay? I'm gonna give you a clue. All of you who have an H next to your name should have that emote available to you. I would love to see you all spam that emote up here, please. This is a part of the memorial, a new emote for you all. Y'all are just gonna leave me hanging like that. All right, I got you. There we. Hey, thank you, thank you. It only took me languishing for very many awkward seconds. Enjoy the new emote. There are 15 more emotes to come this year. There are 15 more emotes to come this year. Now, for those of you who are just coming in as well, I understand if you got to go eat dinner or go to bed or whatever. Because this is the grand finale of the Channiversary, I have several $100s in tabletop role-playing stuff that need a new home. Okay? Books and dice and things like that. So I will be having a giveaway shortly. I just gotta be sappy first and welcome you all, talk about who I am and what I do. So you gotta sit there, you gotta listen to me, you gotta humor me if you want the free stuff. Glue is lewd, heretic? What? Now, because I have 15 more emotes that are going to be made. This is something I would like your all's feedback on. 8 of them are already taken. I'm taking those 8. 7 more remain. And so, I would like some input. The normal artist I use doesn't do animated emotes, so I'd have to trust the Twitch, like the self-styled animation. But if I were to make a new emote for each of the mascots, hi Lamia. If I were to have them, do you have a suggestion? What would you like to see doing as an emote? What about Biddy, the Bit Snake, our little delivery boy? What about the Griffin, the Dragon, Altair and Malreni, respectively? Because these themselves aren't necessary. And by the way, these do look different than the official mascots, and there's it's a meme and memory reason for it. You know, these themselves are not necessarily references to the emotes to come, although maybe a very stressed out Biddy, Herozo Stress, might be one that would, be interesting for the lineup. Oh, you know what? It's probably pretty obvious, but I also forgot that she's seeing stars, but also she's seeing some Ohios too. You do? But Bunny Bear, how am I supposed to know that if, hang on, I'm setting up for something. How am I supposed to know that if you aren't actively offering your services here in Artists for Hire, where I want to offer you all as artists opportunities to advertise your talents? Hmm? Hmm? And if you all have other talents for hire, please list them here. I would love to help be a platform to direct business your way. And I enjoy doing business with people who do business with me. That's how we create these nice little, economies and ecologies with each other. Yes, Heretic, I just shilled myself, giving others a space to shill themselves. 100%. Kragar is working on the puzzles here. Oh, I like your take on the paint the mini. I like the pink hair as well. No, buddy, you're fine. I'm not trying to bully you. This is an opportunity for us to laugh, and for, as Heretic said, I can laugh with you, not at you. I'm hobbiting by being alcohol and vibes. A laughing emote, dancing emote, rip emote, hype emote, and loot emote. I have some of those. Here are the current emotes that are available. A can of non-sponsored beverage would be a good emote? Ah. Kragar, what if I told you there was something like that in the channel long, long ago? Long, long ago. Let's go back in time. Diddly-doo, 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 diddly-doo. Oh, I don't have it here in some of the early stuff. I actually had a one that's carbs are bad. Well, I've actively given up eating a bunch of tortilla chips as we workshop. It's a more passive message of carbs are bad. Hang on, we have to diddly-do back to a prior memorial. This was the 2023 memorial. A broken down, bloody old haunted arcade. That was the vibe of that year. This was 2022's. And all this is available. If you want to see the spoilers, there you go. By the way, Valentine's Day is coming up. All of these, you can print these out. They're not dated. If you want to send out a fun little, maybe a slightly nerdy Valentine to someone, feel free to print these out and send them off. They're supposed to have puns and be that kind of like middle school style pun. Oh shoot, thank you. All of these Valentine's cards, you can go on Discord, download them, and print them out. I love you how you are. No body, but all heart. You can have my heart, just not my candy. Heads or tails, I'm all yours. You're too glued to be true. I'd like to put a wing on you. Let's have a brush with destiny and big hugs. And in fact, there's even a second set. I wish I could have done them every year, but, you know, the past 4 years have been what we call managed decline. I'm head over heels for you. Of course, she is the proprietress of the Tumbled Wench. So she's head over heels for you, affectionate hissing. Thanks for dragging me along on this adventure. I've griffin you my heart. That's when we only had 4 mascots. Here we go. The first memorial for the 3rd anniversary, because of course those first couple years, like I'm a literal who in Ohio, broadcasting D&D. I maybe had 5 people watching me, but we were growing and growing, and so I said, you know what? It would be fun at the end of the year to capture the memes and the things that we were just starting to make together now that we're starting to hit a critical mass. And so here is a reference to the early sub badges, which were phased out. We have the chips and salsa, a pitcher of non-sugar, like Crystal Light tea mix, and here diet soda. Just shoot, it's not showing it here. It's a can of generic soda right here. Yeah, BTTV emotes for the new mods. Sierra clearly wants a derpy snake emote, right? The weremoose, a creature that we made that year's October. Of course, this was before we knew the shape of what the prize goblin would look like. Yeah, cat butt is a thing on the channel. We didn't know what the prize goblin was going to look like. Now, pop quiz. What is the name of this goblin? She is not a mascot, but I guess would be mascot adjacent. Do any of you remember the name of this goblin over here? Think of her like a proto prize goblin. Maybe they're cousins. I don't know. Look at that jelly roll just sitting there. Look at that jelly donut just sitting down there. Can you believe it? And then, of course, we had our 4th anniversary. Before my time, so I'm just gonna say her name is Gobbo the Goblin. I guess that's better than Boblin. Boblin the Goblin. Oh, there she is again. There she is again. The 4th anniversary. There's the generic sodas. The guac or the green salsa, red salsa, the pitcher of tea. Hey, who's that handsome fella? Time passes. Another year goes by. Nice Thanksgiving piece. And here we go. Huh. Did this come true? Did this fortune come true? The seeds planted in this 5th anniversary will bear tasty fruit for your 6th. Well, I reckon we could take a look. A lot of fun stuff happened. Some not fun stuff happened. Well, the fruit, I suppose some fruit or bitter fruit is better than none at all, and starving and going out of business. But the year leading up to the 6th anniversary, this was the mood. Oh, did you like that, Mythical Turian, that in that year we had one D&D and the SS Watsy is whale hunting? They're going whaling. And then, so everything after that, of course, leads up to the fact that, you know, the industry, the hobby, or at least some of the major manufacturers like Wizards of the Coast, continue to say, how can we alienate people who enjoy our business, and how can we burn insurmountable piles of money? And so it turned an otherwise happy, cheerful place into a bloody, haunted arcade. And so this was the mood of 2023. I try and have humor, right? I try and have humor about this stuff. What are we doing over here? It's a little difficult to see. Maybe I can actually open it up. No, not there. So here's a fun little game, Turian. It's called Walk on Eggshells. Culture war, cancel culture, corporate ethics. As all these things pop up, can you walk on eggshells? How about hoop jumper? What are the hoops you can jump through this year? What about everything getting, of course, this references the conversion of Twitter to X. And so then you have, this is a differently shifted platform. I'm not making commentary on that because this is what the commentary is about. This is what everyone is fighting over: clout, chasing clout, farming clout, and it does disastrous things because then we get into, Puritanism, never good enoughism. People are suddenly, ists and phobes if you don't agree with them or anything else, and it adds to the haunted atmosphere. Of course, that's when I had to say goodbye to Wolf Queen Belladonna. But you know what? There's still fun. We still had visits. We still had visits to other channels. And we still had fun and did fun things. We're still friends. We ran games. You can see the games down here. Alien RPG. This was a workshop where we built a world from a nothing / let there be light style into a fleshed out world. We also ran Cyberpunk, which is this reference here. Let's see if I can find the other things. Because the other one might be the characters in their vampire form. They're in there somewhere. Oh yeah. You see, look, there's last year's poster on the floor. May it bear good fruit this year, right? And in the fighting arcade cabinet, we had the forces of good. We had the games that we ran. These were our stories. We had Call of Cthulhu, Vampire the Masquerade, Cyberpunk Red, and Alien RPG. And here is, I guess, the classic D&D logo versus the corporate board versus the greedy green and gold ampersand dragon versus the stash. So this is the comics industry pooping the bed and getting into some pretty terrible stuff. This is a Star Wars reference because Star Wars is a dead brand. And then of course, Disney hasn't exactly won a lot of fans lately either. I know that this is almost all synonymous with each other. And then here we just have everything being recycled. Everything is a remake, a reboot, a reshoot, a reimagining. a sequel, a prequel. There's nothing new. It's just the same recycled garbage over and over again. So we were trying to tell original stories. We were trying to, have fun with each other and be authentic. I have the dad bod. I'm not going to pretend like I'm, whatever. Oh, you had asked about the, I played Final Fantasy VII, Turian. I played Final Fantasy VII that year, and, oh yeah, there's our Alien RPG. There's a sticker for it. Oh, hey, Teej. Hey, Teej, how you doing? Thank you. But yeah, I started playing Final Fantasy VII, and the year was just absolutely collapsing on itself, and I didn't get to finish it, Turian. So that's why Final Fantasy VII is out of order. It would have been nice to play. Yeah, it's a dino raid. It would have been nice to play because we were having great conversations about it and memories and everything, but that wasn't the case. And then, of course, our fighting game here was called Pendulum Shift. Yeah. Grass soda. If not freshly cut, then maybe touching grass. Touching grass is an important thing to do too, Heretic. Of course, we have some boomer juice right here. Yeah, there wasn't exactly a lot of room for mustard and beef jerky and other stuff too. But for sure, if you want grass, you can either you can touch grass, you can drink it, and that's a reference to the raid. Or there's also freshly cut grass too. But everywhere here, there's references to something. Now, it might be very channel specific, although Turian, if you look around. Yep, look at that. So there's some references to stuff too. If you look around, you might go, yeah, you know what? This is the vibe of the year. By the way, Kragar, generic brand soda. It's here. It's been here the whole time. I'm shilling for Kroger, and Kroger Senpai's not noticing me. Woo. They're leaving money on the table, and there's a shout out to Bane right there. But yeah, we've been through a lot. And the year definitely felt haunted and hopeless. Yeah, Turian, come here. Let's be positive. We're gonna fist bump. You ready? The rock explodes in 3, 2, 1. It definitely felt haunted and hopeless. That said, there's still a sense of fun. There's still a sense of community and togetherness. There is a pendulum shift. 2024, I hope, was the lowest point for all this. And there's only so many customers you can alienate or so much money you can lose before you say, maybe we shouldn't keep doing what we're doing. There's a fist bump. Now, what's interesting, This trip to Fort Wayne, this was an industry conference to Alliance Games, which is Alliance Games is a sister company to Diamond Comics. Diamond Comics has filed for reorganizational bankruptcy this year, meaning that as a distributor, Alliance, which is probably the biggest game distributor, is going to be acquired, I believe, by a Canadian company called Universal. I don't know if there's going to be another conference for Alliance or whatever it becomes. Maybe, I mean, ACD is in Madison, Wisconsin. So this might be one, if things are good this year, if you all can help me be strong, if you can help me strengthen, I can go to industry conferences like this again. I'll get you the news from the manufacturers as it happens. I'll be that live feed, right? But in such a short amount of time, we're seeing a lot that has necessarily needed to shift or change or grow or evolve or whatever you want to call it. If I knew, if you would have told me 2 years ago Alliance Games is going out of business or is going into reorganizational bankruptcy, I would have looked at you with a slack jaw. I might have entertained it given how tabletop stuff is going, because manufacturers increasingly circumnavigate friendly local game stores. Like, having WotC recognize that people could buy their the D&D products in a store, they couldn't be asked. Did I forget the K in there? Whatever. They couldn't be asked to just say, hey, check out the new D&D book in your local game store or visit our web store. Because then they're not making literally all the money. They're printing for pennies on the dollar. And last year, Wizards was selling players' handbooks on Amazon with free shipping cheaper than I could buy them from my distributor. Okay? How business friendly is that? How friendly local game store? Come on, guys, we're a corporation that tells you that we're a community and we want you to play games, trademark, and have fun, trademark, because we're a community, trademark. Meanwhile, uh-oh. Well then, it seems like there's a bonus. I gotta throw in a bonus of some kind. And if that goes higher, I will throw in even more on the giveaway, which is soon to come. But that's why, Turian, we were looking, the writing was on the wall. The writing was on the wall. You see these blood stains? The bloody smeared handprints? The writing was on the wall of what was going to be happening. And so it was important to play Alien RPG, to teach Vampire the Masquerade. There's one of the characters from it. To play Cyberpunk, to do this other stuff. And that continued into the following year. Because the spirit of the games is always there. And in fact, I would argue, the red ampersand, the spirit of D&D is alive and strong. But people don't like this version of it. They don't like this reimagining of the green and gold ampersand. Hi, Mage. And so that continued. Yep, and there's third party even for D&D. That's why you can, depending on any circles that any of you out there run in, there's, hate the sin, love the sinner. Similar concept. Hate the sin, love the sinner. We can enjoy and play D&D for years to come without acknowledging what it has been strip-mined and exploited to be by the current IP holders. There's a difference between Dungeons and Dragons and Wizards of the Coast, or Dungeons and Dragons and Hasbro, more specifically. So I never want to come across like I'm divesting from D&D. I'm never selling their books again. I have sold in the store the 2024 books, the 5th edition is what I call it. It's superlative. It's the 5th edition. I carry it. I sell it. I taught it when they came out last year. And I encourage third party, absolutely support third party creators. If they're bigger, like Kobold Press, then support Kobold Press. And it could be 5th edition compatible, Tales of the Valiant, it could be a lot of that stuff. Go on DM's Guild, support small creators, support artists, and play the game you want with your friends and family at your table. And also, just realize there's a ton of other games out there. What do you want to do? What do you want to explore? Are you tired of bapping clout back and forth? Do your own thing. It's cool. It's fine. Oh, this was for Call of Cthulhu here. Dice Legends recently had a Kickstarter that was funded in 5 hours for our new show. I was one of the writers for the companion booklet. That's the most fun I've had in a while. Very much so, Craigar. I agree with you. Now, Turian, is that what is currently running? Did you raid in? Did you all raid in from that show? Would you like to shill this? You have a platform for it? I'm not presenting something just yet. We're talking, we're sharing memories. Let's share our role-playing games. Let's share our projects and what we're doing. We don't have to be creatures of artifice, or we don't have to be people shoved into mechanical exteriors. Kragar over here saying you can call me William Afton because I'd put a kid in that robot. We can laugh and have fun because it's okay to do too. Pardon. Yep, and then that brings us to the year 2024, and this is it. It's a slightly smudged kids menu with let's just have fun. Let's do simple stuff. Go back to basics. Let's just try and distract ourselves. Mom and dad are bickering over stuff. Let's just solve little puzzles and enjoy. Pardon me. And enjoy doing things. Oh my God, Kragar. I was making fun of you. Come on. We were streaming another show, The Heartless Twins, based in our world. The show we got on Kickstarter, Bards of Aratai, comes out on YouTube. Turian, when it does, I would like you and or others from Dice Legends to please post that over in our Discord. Share it. Let me be a platform to help get the word out about creative pursuits. This is a year of building. This is a year of strengthening. The last 3, most likely 4 years, have been managed decline. It has been destruction. It has been winnowing down. It's being told what you're not allowed to say, not allowed to do. It was an ever-increasing puritanical grip on the things that we enjoy. Oh, hey, you remember this thing? We as a big company are going to strip mine it and sell it back to you, but it's going to be worse than it was, and completely miss the mark on why you liked it so much. But if you disagree with it, you're literally the worst person in the world. This is, it's a new age, Turian. We're these fun and dumb little Ewoks. We're dancing around singing the Yub Nub song, and we're playing bongos of stormtrooper helmets. Okay, this is a year of building and creativity and having fun. Let's actually inhale for once. Let's oxygenate. I don't know if the bot is down. Now, an ad is going to start. I'll be gone for 3 minutes. I'm going to refresh myself, okay? So, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a giveaway. 3 minutes, everyone. All right, everyone. It looks like the ads are over, and I'm back from stretching. There we go. Hi. Also, if any of you are playing Pokemon Go, it's midnight my time soon. Let's cycle our gifts while we're thinking about it, okay? Alright. Now, Turian. Thank you. Turian. I don't know if you have to go, or I appreciate you coming in after the raid. Let me turn this down. This year for me, this is a me year, alright? As a friendly local game store, as a streamer, as a lot. I've been battered, I've been bruised, there are many forces trying to demoralize me. In the hobby and otherwise entertainment industry, comics, movies, etc. I'm not giving into it. Turian, with you or any of the others at Dice Legends, if there's anything that I can do to interface with you all, if you want a talking head for an interview, if you want someone to run a workshop or someone to collaborate, please tell me. I'm shilling myself because I want to get out. I got to stretch my wings. I've been doing this now. We are in our 8th year. All right. I'm not some radical person with super spicy takes. I won't be embarrassing anyone. But I got to get out, and I got to do more with others. Not just as a host to the guests in chat. I want to visit other channels. I want to talk with people. I just want to get out again. I'm so tired of being, having to huddle down and weather the storm. I'm okay if it's still drizzling. That's fine. But I think the worst of everything has broken on the rocks. And it's time to get out there and explore a little bit more. Please, yes, send a message, and we can talk or collaborate, set something up. Even if it's only one time this year. Let's do something. Let's create, let's build. Let's have some fun. Fun should be allowed again. Creativity. Talking about, what are our thoughts on something? And if there is a disagreement on something, then it's okay to disagree with another person on things. Everyone has a favorite edition, a favorite, genre or whatever. I'm not going to cancel anyone. I'm not going to, be a drama farmer, a clickbaiter. That's not my style. So, with you or with Dice Legends broadly or whatever, let's do something together. Let's have fun. Let's talk. Let's get out from under our rocks and create and build. I'm usually the link with the other channels, so you poke the right channel. All right. Good. I'm glad then. And even if you are a bear, I will poke the bear, because how else am I supposed to get a response? While the bot might be down, let's do this. Yeah, you're a nice bear. You're Oso de la Fez. You're one of the most popular familiars that a wizard could have. Mythical Turian, aka Oso de la Fez. GMV says, I'm very happy under my rock. It's nice here, and all the worms know me. I'm a bunny bear. Do I count? Bunny bear? Is one of your emotes an actual creature of a bunny bear? I thought there was one that you had that might have had bunny ears on it. I'd like to see what the bunny bear looks like. As a creature. I'm not asking you to. I mean, if you want to share a selfie, I suppose any of you could, but I'm not asking for that. What does the bunny bear look like? Obviously, owl bears come to mind, but yeah, thank you, Bunny Bearish. All right, so what's going to be happening here? I have a couple $100 in books and dice and other things that I need to have a new home for. Okay? It's going to be up to you all to help me give them a new home. Now, we do have 50. We do have 50 in the TTRPG stuff. If that goes higher, I can offer more things. It depends on everyone's generosity. It's a big ask. I'm asking you all to throw $5, $10 in, and you may not win something in return. But even if you don't win something, could you be glad that someone else does? I am willing to make a special deal on a rare book that I have. If we can get this up to, it's a $300 book. If it goes to 150, I will add a very rare book as a prize. I'd be willing to let it go for half, in the spirit of generosity. It's a big ask. Some of you may want a rare book, others may not. But I have a rare book that I would be willing to let go for about half of market value. The giveaways all have free shipping to a US address. If you enter and win something or some things, I will provide free US shipping. Okay? Also, to get in, Craigar, you can bonk me, but if they need homes. So the situation for any just joining, I am selling my physical portion of the friendly local game store. Not that I'm out of the business, but I also need to sell down all my minis, because I'm moving offices from 2 to 1 to reduce expenses, etc., etc. Because it is what it is, right? So I understand the spirit of the bonk, Craigar, but I have these things that are taking up space. And I need them to have good homes. I can't let them go for free to a good home, because I suppose I could liquidate it on eBay to a stranger. A stranger's money spends just as well as a friend's, but I'd rather know that a friend has something. But I can't let it go. I mean, if I could sell it at market value, I would. I don't know a lot of people who are buying, at least not in this community. That's not a slam. That's not a dig or anything. It's what it is. You know, it's like saying, "Oh man, all my friends really love motorcycles, but I have a car dealership. Why are none of my friends buying, a car? Because they're out enjoying motorcycles and motorcycle culture, which is cool and awesome. And Ohio Bike Week is coming up in a couple months. So I do need to liquidate things. Now, the books that I have going out, I'm offering those for free. If the prize pool gets higher, I will be generous as I look to liquidate other things. Because I would rather sell for half price to a friend than sell to strangers online. So yeah, I mean, Turian, it's not like it's the death of a friendly local game store, but it is it's another step for a friendly local game store, or at least this portion of one. Turian, you also said I also worked for Lost Lorne Games under Mark Rain Hagen, or Hagen, don't know how that is, for our new TTRPG Fang Night. I organize interview and playtests. Lost Lorne Games is in a bit of a break lately because the world is a lot, but we will get out of that soon. I hope so. Turian, if you throw me something that I can put in a workshop up here, I mean, if you want stuff to be talked about or broadcast or play tested, I would be happy to do that. I have a tabletop role-playing game called Changed Stars through a publisher called Diesel Shot. I have the physical book. I backed them on Kickstarter. And in fact, I was giving out prizes from another Twitch D&D broadcaster, Mendari. Mendari made a role-playing supplement and put it on Kickstarter as well. So if there's something that you want to explore, have stress tested, do you want honest feedback and not just someone who's gonna, shill or go, oh wow, there is no Warren Bossing say. Mendari is absolutely amazing. I was glad to support her. I bought all of those books. I was never offered any. That's not a slam against her. I supported just like any other person would. I got no free copies. Just like I supported on Kickstarter Change Stars and other things. I have Flea Mortals from Matt Colville. So I support creators when I can. So if there's something that I can do, Mark, for Fang Night from Lost Lorne Games, let's talk about it. This is a me year. I'm not promising, all right, this summer we're doing summer school again, and I'm going to dedicate a month and a half to doing an epic world building from, soup to nuts. Everything, right? Kragar, I have the book. I haven't opened it. I was going to review it, and then everything happened last year. And nothing happened because it was a terrible year, capping off a terrible several past years. So I want to open it. I want to look at it, but I also, I need the breathing room, which is what the me year is going to bring. I thought about bringing it here to give away tonight, but as I haven't even looked at it, I'd like to look at it first. All right, let's go over to Stream Elements. We're going to call this... We're going to call this the Crescendo. It'll cost 0 experience points to get in, and everyone can get 1 ticket. Remember, you have to be 18 plus. Not that anything I have is adult material. I would just rather know that we're all adults in the room, and as I talk to people about names and addresses to whom and where I send things, let's just all be adults, okay? And free shipping to a United States address. If it has to go out of the country, it'll be up to you. I will send you a quote from different carriers and different services, and you can choose which one you want. When you pay for it, I'll send it out. You'll get a tracking number. I've done it plenty of times to plenty of countries. I can be trustworthy for it, but you have to say, well, do I want to pay $25 shipping or import taxes or whatever your country does in order to get a free $50, $60 book or more? That's your call. All right. So, this is called the Crescendo, or the Crescendo. 0 experience points to get in. Everyone can get 1 ticket by typing exclamation point ticket or exclamation point enter. Let's see if it's working. And if not, I have a different way of doing this. Tej, you're in. It doesn't show it in chat. Turian is in. Batispada. Freestyle. So, my software, and I'll show you all. The software, the website is getting your entries. You are getting entered, okay? You are getting entered. It's just that the chat bot is not working. We have 16 people who have entered. $16 have entered. I'm going to keep it open for a couple more minutes. It's a handful of prizes, but they're bigger prizes. And I will include for 50. What can I do for 50? 50 could be some handfuls of minis, I think. I guess we're getting a couple more. We're gonna get a couple more instead of instead of just like one generous handful of minis. We'll have 2 generous handfuls of minis. It'll be more than that with 60. I will supplement all of the hundreds of dollars in books and dice and stuff with pre-painted mini. And for the winners of those, I'll communicate with you, and I will build a little care package of minis to send out to you, okay? Now, if that goes higher, I will supply I will supply a bigger prize. If it gets up bigger, I will supply a bigger prize.
Did someone say handfuls of minis? I like handfuls of minis.
There we go. Incredible handfuls. Well, I don't know if you can see it like that. Just handfuls, okay? Hands for scale. Right? Open, closed. Open, closed. Tej? Yes. Heretic says, well, I just had a liquid spill and laptop scare, but everything seems to be working fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Pescetios. Yes, instant sobering panic.
Sigma, on the wall. Who's the skibbitiest of them all? Me, I'm the Sigma. You underestimate my skibbity powers. Let me show you how skibbity I can be.
Just gon a siarad this real quick.
Thank you very much, Tej, and enjoy that purple belt you have. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see, with 70, what could I do with 70? Handful. Let's open this up to, it's Zoomies o'clock for my cats. Mythical Turian. Here you go. By word up here. I don't need a formal poll for this. Do you just want a handful of minis? So we'll have maybe 1 or 2 extra winners for a handful. You know, a nice palm-sized several figures. Or do you want a generous handful of minis? So bigger prizes but less of them. Pardon. So I don't know, just type something like big if you want the bigger prize, or normal if you want a normal, like more but normal, like, you know, several figures. Or do you want a generous handful? What's your sentiment? Word it however you want up here. What's your sentiment? Sarah says, I always like more winners more than bigger prizes. Normal? Normal? Hi, Sierra. More winners greater than bigger prizes? Normal? Okay. Okay. Between the 30 of you out there, I will do this then. Can you bring that amount to 100, and I will have 10 winners who will each receive a handful of minis that I will talk to you about. I'll try and thematically. If you say, I want a handful of undead, you know, give me a party that has as close as you can to a rogue, a druid, a barbarian, and a cleric or something. I want drow. I want flying creatures. I want robots. I'll do my best to accommodate it because I have a lot of minis that need homes. If you can get me to at least 100, I will draw 10 winners to receive a thematic grouping of your choice as best as I can accommodate it. I have plenty of minis in the orphanage. You can ask Belladonna. A $5 hype train would get us there pretty quickly. Now, if not, that's fine. And I could probably do... probably 5. But if you... Whoa.
Love casting spells.
More minis, more prizes, more winners.
Sierra Echo is in the Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Sierra Echo is a nickname for Shadow Wizard, I guess. Well,
$5 halb Drago.
If it goes higher... Uh-oh. Where'd my alert box go? The heck? Alright. Apparently I'm doing a bulk sending. If that goes higher, I will have more winners. Yeah, someone cast invisibility. If that goes higher, I will include winners. Tell you what, because we hit 100, every $10 that reaches, I will include a new winner to get a handful of minis, okay? Like, whatever, 4 or 5, or maybe like 3 in a large figure or a huge or something. Something that is worth more than $10. I guarantee you. The prizes are worth more than $10, and that doesn't even include the shipping to get it to you. But for every 10 that goes up into you want TTRPG stuff, I will furnish another handful of minis. Currently, there are 19 of you out there who have entered this giveaway for several $100s outside of this. Outside of this, I already have big prizes. 19 of you have entered. Speaking of Kickstarters, got my Mimic Dice in on Thursday. Got the Blinding Light set. They look like a solid migraine. Much more fun outside of my head than inside. Would you be willing to take a picture, Sierra Echo? I'd love to see what they look like. A picture or a video if you have them glinting in the light. Let's see. Currently... I have at least 4 large prizes. Actually, hang on. That was one I didn't give out yesterday. I have 5 large prizes. So 5 plus 10 was from the 100 is 15, plus the other 5, or the other 10 would bring it to 16. 20 of you have entered, and I have 16 prizes. If no one else gets in, and I guess this goes up to...
I like even increments.
All right. If that goes up $20 more, I will have a prize for everyone who is currently entered. And it would just be a question of who gets what. And if it goes higher than that, I will increase the potency of the prizes so everyone still wins. You'll just get more minis. So there we go. A vow to you all. If that gets up to 150, that would be 15 prizes. And I have 5 other prizes over here. That's 20, and 20 of you have currently entered. Tej, it is winner's choice. So if you win minis and you ask for dinosaur minis, I will give you a handful of dinosaur minis. I do have dinosaurs. I assure you, Craigar. Ah, you gotta get working on that troll. Alright. Big Slam. Big Slam has assured that everyone currently, unless more people enter, There are still 20 of you after 15 minutes who have entered. So at this point, everyone gets a prize. If that amount goes higher, I will make the amount of minis for everyone go up. But I guess in case there's anyone else who is still lurking, I'll give the countdown from 20, and then I'll close entries. And if you all want to make it potent after that, you can. But then no one else can enter, and we're fixed at 20 prizes for 20 people. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close giveaway. All right. Yeah, it looks like the bot is fixed. Though, just to show you all proof, for those of you who have entered. $20 of you have entered. All right. Everyone is getting something. Do you want more? If you want more minis per handful, if that amount goes up, I will supply more minis per handful. Otherwise, everyone's getting, like, it's not a generous handful. I'm not like scooping. I'm not getting 2 scoops. But everyone can get maybe a large and some others, or like a couple larges, depending on what you want. You know, it's several minis will be in your hand from this. And of course, the shipping to get it out to you to a US address is included. All right. Well, I reckon then, because we have 20 prizes for 20 entrants. Hi, Scanian, how you doing? I guess I should really just draw the names for the big prizes, because then everyone else is going to win an assortment of minis that I can furnish from the orphanage. So let me get the big prizes. No peeking. Hang on. No peeking. I'm still here. God, criminy. This is why when I replaced my chair, I made sure it was a big and tall chair. Both because I'm big and tall, but I need the extra capacity for when cats jump on me, or I have all these books. Gosh. Pardon me. All right. There you go. Independent third-party verification from Belladonna. I am in fact big, and I am in fact tall. I am a unit, but am I an absolute unit? Maybe not absolute. So this is what I'm going to do. 20 of you entered. I promised 20 prizes. I am going to draw 5 names. Those 5 are going to win non-mini prizes. These are the other prizes that I had fetched, okay? That's how we're going to do this. Now, let's get some cheerful music playing. Pardon me. This is called Superhero. And you know what? I try, everyone. I do try. All right. I'm going to open up Discord. We're going to call this 20 prizes for 20 entrants. Okay, I have the 5 typed in. This is what we're gonna start. The first non-miniature winner is getting a sealed copy of Hive Mind. This is an incredibly fun game. Great for parties, great for socializing, great to see if you know your friends or family, and especially in geek circles, Hive Mind is a lot of fun. An amazing game. I've played it. I recommend it. Pardon me. Sorry. So, Hive Mind, an awesome and fun tabletop game, is going to... Bada bada boom! Draw a winner. Goblin of Gygaxanor. There's Goblin tagged in the post. Yep, I want to see congrats. All of you who have an H by your name. You have a brand new emote. I would love to see you spam that, please. Spam the glue emote. I'd love to see it. Glue! There it is, Kragar. Yeah. It's new. I want you to use it. I want you to enjoy it. Look at all that love and excitement. All right, next up. This is a Cloak and Dagger dice set by Serious Dice. It is resin, sharp-edged. I don't have another big camera on right now. It comes with a UV flashlight pen. because on each of the smooth surfaces, by the way, this is a $75 dice set. On each of the surfaces are numbers, which in the glint of light you can read, but they glow in UV light. So they have the UV pen light. This is a $75 set of dice, okay? The winner of the Serious Cloak and Dagger dice is Freestyle HQ. Let me get you tagged here. Next up, I have some fantasy adventures. I have Rough Nights and Hard Days, as well as Shadows in the Mist. This is Warhammer style fantasy. Now, if you don't already have the core books, there's still a lot of inspiration if you read through here and gorgeous art. Or if you get these and you say, I want to run these, it's easy to get the core books. Talk to your friendly local game store or talk to me. I'll hook you up, okay? The winner is getting two books full of fantasy adventures. All right? Yeah, unfortunately it is you'll just have to look them up online, I guess, but Rough Nights and Hard Days and Shadows in the Mist. 2 books. This is at least $100, if not $110. Let's see. Oh, that one's only $50. Oh, all right. Well, there we go. Not $110. I thought this was the new higher price. Y'all lucked out. Or maybe I did, because I'm not out $110. The double fantasy story set goes to... Draw another winner. Dungeon Daddy X. Yep, now let's see the emotes up here, and let's see them explode up here too, please. Yep, lots of inspiration and good stuff in there. And if nothing else, Dungeon Daddy, this might expose you to new systems you've never run or played in yet, and you might find you absolutely adore them. So congrats to you on that. That is not just a throwaway prize or a clear-out prize. All right. Next up, from Kobold Press, because I backed this also on Kickstarter. This is Deep Magic, volumes 1 and 2. This is the alternate cover, so it's kind of sparkly, very limited production. 2 books filled with 5th edition compatible stuff. Magic and classes and subclasses and all sorts of stuff. You want to break out of the player's handbook? You want new spells? You want new magic items and classes and everything? Huge, huge selection. Okay? Is this $150? This is $160. This is a $160 book set. Thank you for spending time with me, everyone. And I really hope we can continue this. into this year. Can you all take time out of your evenings to even just stop by and say hi? If you're on your way to another show or you're going out with, the wife and kids or whatever, can you stop by and say hi? Can you say howdy on Discord? Can you pass the channel along to someone else? I don't want, I say that and I don't want this to seem like a bribe. Because if I have to give you all stuff to make you do it, clearly I'm not worth your time. I'm only worth giving you stuff for free. And I don't want to be that, right? I love doing this. I don't want to be that, though, because it's not sustainable. But if there's something little that you all can do, subscribe, gift a sub, throw in some bits, feed Biddy, follow, guide a raid into the channel. If you receive business cards from me, there's always an extra one that's personalized for you with a thank you note, and usually an extra that maybe you could post up somewhere or give to someone you know. Can you help me grow this place? This is the year to do it. Please. I'm asking you. I don't want to bribe you. This is not a bribe. This is fun. This is because we're in year 8, when a lot of other channels don't get past year 1 or 2. Okay? This is celebratory, but I'm going to shill for myself. Can I get some help? Please. The winner of this sealed Deep Magic Volume 1 and 2 book set from Kobold Press is... Draw another winner. Kragar, the Kragarian. Pardon me. Someone gift a sub to Heretic Trance. Her emotes aren't working. Someone gift a sub to her, please. There we go. Tej, thank you very much. And finally, the last non-bunch of miniatures is going to be for the Expanse role-playing game, the core book, Abzu's Bounty, which I believe are various adventures in the system, a GM screen, and Ships of the Expanse, which is a rules supplement. You are getting the Expanse RPG system. This is everything. The core book, a GM screen, adventures, and a rules supplement book. This is the prize. Did I tell you all that Oh, I got you, Heretic. Yeah, because of the extra fee on there. We'll remember for next time. If it's not clear, I love and respect you all. I appreciate you. I hope we'll spend a lot of time together, and that I can count on you to be an ally of this channel. I can't force it, and I never will. not through bribery, not through guilt, not through any of the negativity that has been the hallmark of supposed allyship for the past several years. It has to be wholesome. It has to be genuine. It has to be willing. Can you help me? Can you... You're fine, Hunter. Hunter, did you appreciate your shout out in the memorial? Can I count on you to step up this year? I'm not asking for a lot. If all of you do something small, it adds up to be something big. We've seen it time and time and time again. All this week, I've shown how a bunch of small things add up into something great. In some way, raiding in, Tej, you raiding in, others raiding in, guiding raids in. Torian, I appreciate you coming over with Dice Legends, and especially if it opens up opportunities for both channels, right? This place is more than just an obscure little tabletop role-playing or D&D focused channel. And it's more not because of the stuff, because of us. I need you this year. I need each and every one of you. Thank you, Scannian. Now, the winner of the 3 Expanse RPG books and the GM screen, let me go over to draw another winner, and that way I could draw them on my keyboard, is totally not a mimic, wink, is, who is it? It's off the screen. Hunter. There we go, Hunter. Yep, let's see those emotes, everyone. And yeah, for any of you who are wondering, Hunter here, why I asked about the memorial, San Antonio steak served with side choice of J.K. Hunter gathered veggies or a batty potato with bear butter. I mean, if you want to say Behar, yeah, Behar. He actually gave me some bear blood to take home, Hunter. I have 2 vials of it. I thought I took a picture of him. Maybe I didn't. Well, you know, Hunter, when the day comes where it's time for me to upgrade my home security system, I will definitely be talking to him. And because I want to do business with people who do business with me. He was an excellent host. It was amazing to visit him, and it was great to have fun. And so I'll be talking with him and seeing if I can get some sort of some sort of an upgraded system from him. Hi, Tio. Tio, this is the memorial. Oh, well, I have the camera part. The camera part. What I mean is long range home security. Unless you're also talking about that, Hunter. Something that goes a little bit further than the distance of a camera. That's also kind of portable, and I could take out to the indoor range. You know, for photography practice. Yes, a scope of some kind is involved in this kind of photography. Yes, the indoor photography range, of course. Yes, the indoor photography range. Oh, yeah, it's 6 a.m. for you? All right, Turian, be well, my friend. Yep, I'm sorry I didn't reply. I've been doing everything. Turian, I will send a reply back to you, okay? Thank you very much for raiding in and hanging out, and I hope that this is if not a door open, it's at least a window open, and we'll have to kind of struggle bus, but we'll still get in there, okay? A taxidermy starter pack. That's an interesting way of putting it. But Tio, this is the memorial for 2024. Oh, yeah, all right. It is the Expanse role-playing game. So this is the core book. The core book. You're getting Abzu's bounty. This is a campaign set in the Expanse. You're getting the GM screen, which I think has an adventure with it too. GM screen, 5 quick reference cards, 6 pre-generated characters, an initiative tracker, and a complete adventure. And this is Ships of the Expanse, which is a supplement book with rules and ships and other things to add to your game. So there we go, Mini Hunter. That is going to be on the way out to your all's place. Oh, he's playing Minecraft too. Very good. All right. Now, this means that everyone else who entered, and I see the list here. For others, such as Batman 22261. If you're here on Twitch, are you on our Discord as well? I want to be able to talk to you. I want to be able to talk to you about the miniatures that you would like and how I get the miniatures out to you. You are, okay. So Batman and others, for those of you who have entered, and I'll go over the whole list. So we'll mark this as complete. And let's get let me see the full list here after I refresh. Jurassic Tej, Mythical Turian, Bat Espada, Lucius, Heretic Trance, Wolf Queen Belladonna, Iron Chef Lord, Game Master's Vault, Sierra Echo, Killer Ravens, Big Slam, Noctis Silence, Bunny Bearish, Survival, and Batman are the 15 others that did not get a prize. I will communicate with you through Discord, and I will work with you to get a pack, like several miniatures of some theme or special request you have. Do you want undead? Do you want flyers? Do you want female figures? Do you want reptilian figures? Now, some stuff I have low stock on. If you want several kobolds or goblins, I don't know if I have many, if any, left. But if you want a mix of something where you say, I want some sort of a desert encounter, I got you, fam. I'll whip up a desert encounter for you, and that will be shipped out to you. Yeah, I'll grab some spoopy stuff for you, Heretic. I'll grab some spoopy stuff. Yep, Tej wants dinosaurs. All right, that takes care of. Well, and so we'll talk about it on Discord so that I'll use our conversations like a sticky note. So for those of you out there, why don't you just send me a DM right now? Because if you send me the DM, I will have it and I'll reply to it as soon as I can. If you can't or won't, I'll send you one. But if you send me something now, just Tej, get on Discord, send me a private message, dinos please. Bunny Bearish, get on Discord, send me a message saying interesting animals please. By the way, Bunny Bear, given the picture of the party, did I do a good job selecting minis for you? I tried to get minis that were close to some of the characters in that party picture. Okay, so I did do a good job with that. Because I looked at it, I really tried paying attention and going for thematic things. Obviously, I don't have the exact ones, but they would be approximate enough. Okay, I'm glad. I want you all to be happy. I'm not a con man, I'm not a fly-by-night artist, I'm not a flim-flam, like I'm gonna pack everything up and never come back. I want to stick around. If you all keep coming back, I tried, Bunny Bear. I tried. If you all come back, say hi, chat activity, eyeballs on the stream, raid into the stream, like Dungeon Daddy does, like Jurassic Tej does, and others. Every little bit helps. Can you focus that little bit here? This year, can you just angle the mirrors a little bit to get a little bit more sunshine on this channel? I hope after 7 full years, and we're now in our 8th. In our 8th year, if I haven't proven myself, then I do deserve to go out of business and not do this anymore. I don't have what it takes, or I'm not the correct person for the job. You know, I can take my ball and go home. I'd prefer not to. But if you can at least slightly angle your mirrors to get a little bit more sunshine on the channel, please, please, please. And Bunny Bear, for you and others, That's even you soliciting your art on the server. And I would love to see creations you make and that you post. I would love to give you that platform so hopefully others will want to commission you. And if you make animated emotes, I sure as heck don't. My normal artist, Dan, doesn't. Maybe you and I can do some business, but I don't know. I don't know how much you're asking for how many emotes or whatever. Or if you say, you know what, Matt, I know things are tough for you. I'd be willing to make some emotes for minis if you can get some minis for me. You're not Bunny. It's there. It's like going to a wide open park with nobody in it and saying, I don't know, suddenly 100 people might show up and they'll want the picnic table that I'm sitting at, having a picnic with my friends. Stop it. Get rid of that passive. You don't need it. At least not here. You don't need to be passive. Shill for yourself. If I don't know what you offer or how much it is, I can't do business with you. If you think like, oh, you have a bunch of minis, I could use them. I'm willing to make you a couple animated ones, Matt. Let's work something out. But until we talk about it, until you put yourself out there, I don't know. So if I have extra dollars or minis in my pocket, I can put them in yours. But you got to talk about it. You got to tell me about it. I made a deal with an artist to make some animated emotes in exchange for running a D&D game. Yeah, see? I'm fine with barter as well. I might even have some cool stuff I can barter. And by bartering, everyone still wins. Hey, Bersilas. I gotta go back here. I'm gonna list names here. This is Batman, Survival, Bunny Bear, Noctis, Big Slam, Killer Ravens, Sierra Echo rigged. Can you believe that? Can you believe Sierra Echo, a mod, won in a giveaway? I want you all to spam rigged up here, please. Lowercase RI, capital GG, lowercase ED. I know it's rigged. I rig all the giveaways I win, says Survival. Bane! Hey, Bane. Bane. Bane! Did you like your shout out? Did you like your shout out in the 2024 in the 2024 memorial? Also, Bane and Sierra Echo. Belladonna made a good point in that I need new emotes for you two. Just as I've had emotes for her and Daily, I need emotes for each of you. If you have something in mind, let me know, and I can have them whipped up. And we'll make them BTTV emotes so that people can, like, if they type Bane with a capital B, the emote will show up here, or Sierra will show up here. Diley never did get one, that's true. And by the way, just so you know, Bane, this is the full state of I told Dan, if you can get the full state, cool. If it's too much of a pain in the ass, find an emoji of a mitten and just put it here. And we'll just put a mitten next to Bane's name. But Dan took the extra time, and the full state is here. Even the Upper Peninsula. So don't say I never did nothing for you. We hold out by gripping Wisconsin's head. Scannian says, Maddie, it just dawned on me who you reminded me of. Dr. Gary Habermas? Habermas? Took me a year, but I got there. I am not familiar with that person, question mark. Can you tell me more about this person? Heretic, I felt that this was appropriate for you. Because I was torn. Do I make it the ghost thing? But no, because we have ghost pepper. Like, this is the reference to ghost here, is the chili pepper. So I said, what else would Heretic be if not a ghost? Clearly, she's a rat. I hope this is a good person. I don't want to be mistaken for a terrible person. Speaking of, just got a special ghost and rats related thing in the mail. Well, what a coinky dink.
Go to hell, but you're not wrong.
We've been to places worse than hell.
Gary Robert Habermas, born June 28, 1950, is an American New Testament scholar and theologian who frequently writes and lectures on the resurrection of Jesus. He is specialized in cataloging and communicating trends among scholars in the field of historical Jesus and New Testament studies. He is distinguished research professor and chair of the Department of Philosophy and Theology at Liberty University. Oh, well, there we go. Hi, Hunter. Well, Hunter, this is what we're gonna do. I think, well, I am gonna be up for a while, and if any of you are a subscriber, I'll hop into the subscriber, like the share my screen. Maybe I'll hunt some ghosts and such. We had a big night. I'm kind of emotionally drained from it. We're gonna go raid Coffee Cat Presents, who is down in Tejas, running Rebirth, a D&D tale, the sequel campaign to Chroma Company. You should be able to recognize most, if not everyone, in the crew. Okay? Got a video of the dice? All right, I'll take a look. What's going on, Belladonna? Hurry, you gotta tell me before the raid thing runs out. Oh, okay. Is it in your creations? Oh, fan art. Hey, look at that. I'll show it off real quick. Ah! And quite literally, ah! Ah then, ah now. So here we go. This is what ah looked like in life, at least more officially. Ah as a ghost. I love the potato sack. Thank you very much for that shout out, Belladonna. Kiwi, I don't know if you're out there. Thank you very much as well. I'll communicate with you prize winners, and let's have a good weekend, and we'll see what the rest of this year brings. Much love to you. I'll see you down in Texas in Coffee Cat's channel. Also, thank you, Scanian. I'll look up that doctor.
Exactly. But no, I heard of a band called